I'm here with a fun one. I have got two wigs to show you from Envy. This is Envy Nadia and Envy Nadia Petite. And I have them in two grays. I've got dark gray and I've got medium gray. These are regular synthetic wigs with a mono part, no lace front. And we're gonna learn about the wigs. I will talk a little bit about how they fit me because we've got a petite and an average, and we will talk about these two gray colors. So let's go. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook, and I am here with Chiquel to bring you this review of Nadia from Envy. And really thrilled to bring you guys a regular synthetic wig because there just don't seem to be a ton of those coming out these days, and it's nice to be able to show a variety. And Nadia has been around for a very long time, years and years. This one is the daily driver for many, many wig sisters. Comes in a bunch of other colors, not just these grays. And for those of you who really don't love a lace front, or maybe because you wear bangs, you don't feel like it's needed and you end up paying a little more for wigs with a lace front, this one could be right up your alley. And I really think this could be a good ponytail wig as well, so we'll look at that in this video too. Chiquel is an online retailer that carries all the major names. We have a number of wig shops that you can visit, 5 in Canada, 4 in Canada, 2 in the US so far, Kansas City and Dallas, and more to come. I'll put a link in the description box, a coupon code that will save you on any purchase, and really encourage you to go check them out and visit their website. Maybe watch a live. Amanda goes live every week, every Tuesday for hours, shows tons of wigs, and those wigs are deeply, deeply discounted. And you know, most of the wigs that I review go into their open box clearance. So when I'm done reviewing a lot of the wigs I show you, I send them back, and they stick them in open box clearance where you can save a ton of money on a wig that's essentially new, and sometimes I've just dealt with the box hair for you. That's a bonus. So check them out, links below. Let's take a look at Nadia in the medium gray color on my head all the way around. You can see she has a really, really heavy bang. We do have some layers as well. So she's got a heavy bang and a lot of layers. She has a soft wave. So she's not curly, but she's also not straight. She's that perfect in between, like you took a big barrel curling iron and curled and then combed out those curls to leave just a little bit of a wave. Oh, just an easy throw and go. These are both pretty much out of the box. All I've done is run brush through them, and that is it. So you can see pretty much what you'll get out of the box. If you wanted to play with this a little more, if you wanted to, you know, trim up the bangs, they are a little long. For me, I would not be able to wear these with a full bang without trimming these bangs. I have about a 2.5 inch measurement where I would want a bang to fall. So if you measure your forehead from your hairline to just about your eyebrows where you would want a bang, if your measurement is less than 2.5 inches, these will be longer on you. If it's greater than 2.5 inches, they'll be a little shorter on you. You may not have to trim them then. And again, these do not have a lace front, so you cannot pull the bang back and have it look like it's growing out of your scalp, which if you wanted to just split the bang and you don't really want to have it be a full bang, I think you can do it. I think it's enough heaviness there. It's not so wispy that you'll be able to tell. So you can do that. And if it won't cooperate, if it just wants to spring into a full bang, you can fix that with a clothing steamer. Because this is regular synthetic, you can't use a regular hot tool. A clothing steamer is your go-to for revamping, rearranging the fibers, you know, altering the fibers at all. I have a video showing how to do that. I'll make sure that it's linked below. And then we do have that mono part. It's on the left, going over to the right. And this is what that looks like. So that's the mono part, hard front right there. So this is where you can part it. There is a fair amount of space, so you can fudge it more to the center or more to the side, but you don't have an option to switch it to a right-hand part with this type. We do have ear tabs with opening, so they're basically called open ear tabs. They do have the bendable stay. We do not have an extended nape, and we do have bra strap or pull adjusters. On these type of adjusters, they often don't like to stay where you put them. So once you find that sweet spot, I would stick a little stitch in there with just a needle and thread. Just loop it around the little metal piece that helps you adjust, and then you'll be able to keep those right where you want them. One more look, and then we'll take a look at the other color. And here is the light gray. This one, the layers look just a little bit more pronounced because I think the waves are flipping out more than flipping under. That is a variation that you will see from piece to piece. So if you're someone who likes to kind of stick to one or two styles and then just wear them over and over again and maybe get a backup, a wig with waves and curls, there can be variation in the curl pattern, in the wave pattern, and also in the highlight placement that can present a little differently from piece to piece. So just something to be aware of. It really isn't that big of a deal from a will anybody know standpoint, because it'll just look like, I mean, this looks like you put curl in your hair, and when you do that to your bio hair, it doesn't look the same every single day. Now these pieces have some permatease, but no traditional permatease. There is no poofy permatease anywhere. I'm touching straight down to cap, so they are relatively flat. There's a little bit of crimpy fiber right at the cap. That's very common with an open wefted cap like this. Nothing that gives this volume. So if you like bigger hair, voluminous hair, you're really not getting that with this style. It does have a moderate density. It's not a light density in my opinion. So it does look like a good amount of hair, not overly thick. You want to be able to switch up how you wear your wigs. Sometimes, I don't think I got this centered. Sometimes you like to maybe put your wig in a half up, half down. You know, you like the ability to style your wigs differently depending on your mood, what you're doing. Because of the layers on this one, I do think you can achieve a bit of a half up, half down. Or you can take this, I should have a wig grip on. This is always so hard to do without a wig grip because it just wants to slide back. But you could, this one could be great for a ponytail. Really great for a ponytail. I love wigs with layers because I think they look so good in a ponytail. And then because of the bang on this one, it just looks so incredibly natural. The bang goes all the way over to the sides here. And so you're gonna hide any transition over here, but they're not so long that you feel like you've got these really like face framing ringlets that you sometimes see that not everybody loves. So I think this could be really flexible to be worn up or down. Let's talk about fit. I have the Petite on my head right now and it's pretty tight on me. I could wear this one, but it's pretty tight around my circumference. It would be kind of uncomfortable. I do find that when wigs are a little tight, they can stretch out a little bit over time. It's not gonna stretch a lot, but they can stretch out a little bit. So I do think if I wore this a number of times, it would start to loosen up on me just a little bit. If I were to wear this one, and this would be like a wig that I would have in my collection, I would cut the adjusters. Then I think this would be pretty comfortable. These kind of adjusters, these bra strap adjusters, they're stretchy. And even when they're all the way out as big as you can get it, there's still tension on them. So if you cut the adjusters off, that does release some tension. I actually have a video where I talk about if a wig is too tight on you, some remedies for that. One of them would be to cut the adjusters. Another would be to try to stretch out the wig cap, maybe get it wet and then have it on a mannequin head that's a little bit bigger than the cap. That can work, or just wear it on your head. I am getting no extra cap up here, and I'm not getting great coverage over here. These ear tabs fall way up here on me. See all my bio hair there? I like ear tabs to fall right about there if I'm gonna get good coverage. These do not. And I have more of an average petite head. You can find all my measurements below. So this is, I think, running very truly petite, and there is barely any stretch. There is a tiny bit of stretch. It's not meaningful in my opinion. So I really do not think this wig is gonna fit. You cannot be any bigger than me anywhere. And if you are the same as me, it is gonna be tight on you and you're not gonna get great coverage. That may be what you're looking for, because having those ear tabs up here allows more clearance for glasses, allows more room for hearing aids. Two things which I hear from a lot of our wig sisters, and they struggle with a lot of wigs because glasses and hearing aids together with an ear tab. I actually have a video showing how you can cut ear tabs off of a wig too, and that's another option if you struggle. But sometimes just finding a wig that fits you a little smaller can help as well. So this one is the average cap. I do think the circumference, even on the average cap, is running small. I have not cinched this in, and I would not. It's not as tight as the petite, but it's not a lot looser. So I think this one is more of a 21.5 and less circumference, whereas that other one might be a 21 and less. And again, not a lot of stretch in this cap at all. The biggest difference is I'm getting a bunch of extra cap up here, a lot. And this comes way down on me where I like it, but I could pull this over my ear if I wanted to, because I have a lot more room in the ear to ear over the top. So where I think the average is running bigger or the petite is running smaller, however you want to classify it, I'm really doing a number on messing this up. I think it's more the over the top and the front to nape versus the circumference. So if you have a larger circumference, say 22 and over, for sure over 22, I do not think these are the right option for you. Now at 22 inches, I do think you could cut the adjusters and then it would work fine. But if you are used to wigs, if you're used to wigs being tight on your circumference, then you might not mind it. But I'm not. I'm used to wigs being loose on me. So a tighter wig is actually foreign to me because my head is smaller. And so this one I am feeling and noticing. So if you're smaller measurements and you struggle with a lot of wigs being really big on you, the petite could really be a welcome option. I do not know if they carry others in a petite. That would be a question for customer service. You can email Chiquel customer service support@chiquel.com and they can help you with that. Summarize before we get to color. Throw and go. I really do. Aside from maybe needing to trim the bangs, throw and go. I think she's going to be a workhorse. These type of fibers tend to really last and last. The friction isn't going to be as hard on these as it would be on a heat-friendly piece, and especially if you sometimes want to wear it up in a ponytail. You could even do a really fun, now the tag's on here so it's going to mess with me, but you could do a really fun French twist. So a twist, stick a clip in there, let the rest of the length fall over. How cute is that? Especially if you want to do that, sometimes you're going to get a long life out of this. So if you're looking for a wig that's going to last a long time, you don't want it to be short though, because short wigs will go and go, and you don't want to pay for human hair for whatever reason. This could be a good option for you, and regular synthetic can be a great one for longevity. Now, they do tend to be a little shiny. Regular synthetic fibers just are that way. I think these are a little bit shiny, but you can remedy that with dry shampoo, baby powder, cornstarch. Just wearing them, and the shine does dissipate over time. You'll just have to play with different techniques on what's going to work for you, because not everything works equally, and our preferences all are different as well. So if you're looking for a throw and go, layered bangs, you don't need a lace front, check out Nadia. All right, let's talk about these colors. And I think I misspoke. I think I called this one medium gray and this one light gray. But what I should have said was this is medium gray and this is dark gray. So I'm gonna have to watch the video back and put something on the screen. Hopefully I've done that, because sometimes I miss it. So hopefully you didn't get confused throughout this video, but what I have on my head right now is dark gray. What I have in my hand is medium gray. There is also a light gray. There are 3 gray options. And so the medium gray is salt and pepper, 50% medium brown, 50% gray is the way this one's described. I'm not seeing a lot of the brown. It's very silvery, very, very silvery. I would say this is a soft salt and pepper, not heavy on the pepper. The pepper isn't black, and it's very silver, very silver. If you love a good silver gray, then the medium gray is a good choice. This is the dark gray, which they say is medium to light brown blend with 40% gray. Can you see the difference? That's almost like a whitish silver, very light silver. Whereas this is a little bit of a darker, maybe a muddier silver. A lot more of the pepper, but not a black pepper. So sometimes you see the peppers and it almost looks like black and white. That's not this. It's more of that brownish, peppery, super lightly silver, almost bordering on a blue. It's not blue. It looks blue in my screen. It does not look blue in person. We'll get outside, but it is that type of a silver that maybe can pull toward the blue range of the spectrum in some lighting, whereas you don't see that at all here in the dark gray. And no rooting. Does not get darker at the root, which I know some of you are rejoicing. Does not get darker, really meaningfully darker at the nape, which can sometimes happen on the grays and wigs. So it's a pretty consistent color all the way through. Let's take a look at these outside. And a lot of the Envy wigs do come in these options, not just Nadia. So this can be helpful to you if you're looking at other styles. Let's take a look at these outside. Thanks for watching. Don't forget about Chiquel. Links below. Let me know if you have questions. All right. Dark gray, medium gray. Just gonna kind of let you study them. I've already given you the descriptions. The sun is going in and out of the clouds, and so even though I'm in the shade, it does sort of change the dynamic of the lighting even in the shade. We can control for lighting better inside than we can outside, but... And then the light gray would be more of a platinum. Hope that helped. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.